All right, so these are my power rankings for week 11. Back on the list, actually, not back on the list, unless you, I don't know, somehow saw my rankings before I ever started recording them, are the Chargers, who I was really high on at the beginning of the year. And this is the first time I can really put them back on. I mean, after those horrible losses to the Giants and the Commanders and those weirdly close games they were having, I could put them back on. Like, they look great. It's crazy because their offensive line is so bad and battered, and their running backs are so bad and battered, and well, not bad. Cavani Vidal looks great, but they're on their third string. I mean, it's a miracle. But yeah, this team looks great. They could win the division. I'm not discounting them. The Broncos, I'm not going to put on this list. I don't. Their wins are so ugly. I just don't buy it. And the Chiefs, I mean, I don't know if they can catch up in time. They're 2 games back. So yeah, 7-3. Chargers number 10. Number 9, I got the Ravens. Yeah, their record's 4-5, but they look incredible. I don't really care. They've won the last 3. Lamar is back. They look unstoppable. I think they're going to make the playoffs. And I have them at number 9. I think they're probably even higher. If I'm being fair, I think they beat a lot of the teams ahead of them. But for now, I'll put them 9 as the weeks go on and they continue their win streak, and they'll naturally kind of just move up. But yeah, Ravens number 9. Number 8, I got the Bills, down 7 spots. I know most people just took them off the rankings altogether, but come on, they just beat the Chiefs, who's an incredible team. So I can't discount them. Keeping them on the list. If they lose again this week, like, I'll take them off. But for now, like, it's the Bills. 6-3 is not a bad record. Let's be for real. They'll be fine. They'll make the playoffs. They'll probably win a playoff game. Number 8 is pretty reasonable. But I think I have them officially out of my Super Bowl contender tier on my tier list. So maybe that's my take, after the Dolphins loss. Number 7, the Patriots. I mean, it's just tough because there's so many good teams. I want to put them higher, but I don't think they're better than any of the teams above them. So this is just where I have them. I don't know. I feel like they're pretty good, but I don't know. It's hard. There's so many such good teams, like the Eagles, who it's so close. I don't know which way to put it, but man, the Eagles defense just looks really good. And I just have them barely edging out the Patriots. It's so weird. When you get to the top 7, I think these teams are super interchangeable. I just think the Chiefs, right? I can't put the Chiefs so far back. It was their bye week. I already moved them down 3. And if I'm being realistic, like, they're better than their record. We'll see how this week plays out, and if I'm being insane, because obviously the records don't show right where these rankings are, but this seems right to me. Honestly, like, we'll see in a week, where things stand. But when the Chiefs beat the Broncos, possibly by a lot, I think this will look more reasonable. But this is where I have it. Yeah. The Lions at 4, incredible team. They just destroyed the Commanders. The Lions are great. I think anyone putting them out of the top 5 is just bored of how dominant they've been, because they blow out teams left and right. So yeah, number 4 the Lions. Number 3 is the Rams. Amazing team, dominating team. 2 is the Colts. Same thing. I mean, that game was kind of scary, but because it even went to overtime. But it's the Colts. Like, look up the stats. They're dominating everywhere. Seahawks number 1, 5 spots. Just insane. There's a lot of craziness happening in my rankings. You can see how much things moved around. But yeah, the Seahawks are incredible. I think they're the best team in the league. I think they'll beat the Rams. But that's going to be an amazing game no matter what happens. So it's really exciting. Yeah, those are my rankings. Here's the tier list. So you can see where I have the Super Bowl contending tier. Kinda. Yeah, this is where I have it. Ooh, it looks like there's a mistake. I have the Chiefs. Maybe I originally had the Chiefs below the Eagles and Patriots and rethought it. I don't know. But yeah, I think the Super Bowl contending tier, the Chiefs, of course, and everyone around them. I think playoff teams, the Bills, Ravens, Chargers, they'll be playoff teams. They might win a game, but I don't necessarily think they'll win. They'll be in the Super Bowl or are necessarily contenders to win the Super Bowl. The Ravens, their defense is still suspect. The Chargers have all their injuries. The Broncos, I just don't believe in. Packers and Bucks also off the list. Just weird losses. Like, they don't look themselves. Maybe the Buccaneers will all get healthy at once and it'll be okay. But yeah, one and done. These are teams I think can make the playoffs. As I said, the 49ers, the Bears, Texans, Steelers. Steelers, I really don't think will make the playoffs. If they lose another game, I'm putting them in still fighting. I'm dropping them. Like, I do not believe in this team. Let's look for some highlights. Still fighting the Bengals. Joe Burrow comes back week 13 or 14, I think was the report. So who knows what could happen there. The Vikings obviously would be pretty cool if we have 4 NFC North teams. Seems difficult because they play each other, but how exciting would that be? But with the West being so strong, one of those teams has to miss out. I think the Vikings aren't going to get there. And yeah, that's pretty much all the highlights. I mean, the Giants fired their coach, so that'll be cool to see how that works out. I think Jameis Winston is starting this week, so it will be ugly. We're down everybody. I'm a Giants fan. It's pretty bad. Here are my predictions for this week. Last week I went 3-2, so I'm overall 10-10. I'm back to being a coin flip. If you haven't noticed the pattern, I go 2-3, 3-2, 2-3, 3-2, which is kind of sad. But you know what? It makes sense. So you might as well flip a coin. But here's what I think will happen. Just like every week, I'm supremely confident. New York Giants, Green Bay Packers under 44.5. This feels like a gimme. The Packers play super slow pace. I would have put this line way lower. Packers play slow pace. Giants have a pretty good defense. Giants offense is not going to put up a ton of points without Jackson Dart, without all their injuries, and the Packers have an amazing defense. I'm looking at this and I'm saying the score will be something like. Oh, and it says New York Giants plus 7.5 Packers. That's not my prediction is the under 44.5. That's just what the line is. But yeah, I think the score will be something like 17-10. I don't think it'll be high scoring, like 2017, something like that. Yeah, I think it'll be close too, but yeah, this is where I have it. Then Seahawks plus 2.5 Rams. Yeah, this is a slam dunk for me. I think they're gonna win. I think they're the better team. I don't know, just from watching, like the Seahawks just come out and dominate. This should be an incredible game. I don't see this being. I see this coming down to the wire. I'm pretty pumped to watch this one. 2 really good offenses, 2 really good defenses. It's going to be awesome. But I think the Seahawks will take it. I have them above in my rankings, and I think, even if they lose, it won't be by. I think it'll be by 1 or 2. I don't know. I think it'll be close, maybe 3. All right. I think the Ravens are going to destroy the Browns. This feels like a 40-14 type of game. This feels like a demolishment. Pretty fun. I feel like this screams Lamar Jackson 5 touchdowns. I know it's a good defense. Don't really care. I just don't think they can handle it. The Ravens, they're a wrecking ball. I think the Chiefs are going to pummel the Broncos. I don't believe in them. They win in weird ways. They rarely even look like the better team when they do win. And I just don't think the Chiefs are going to give them that. I think the Chiefs, they'll get a lead and they'll hold on to it. The Broncos are, for once, not going to come back. Minus 3.5. I feel good about this one. And yeah, I think I'm right about the Broncos. And I don't think they're a top 10 team. And then Cowboys minus 3.5 Vegas. They're just so much better. I mean, yes, their defense is whatever, but they had a bye. They have some new players they traded for. Yes, they were strange trades, but they have them. 3.5, easy. I think the Cowboys are going to blow them out. I think that offense is just too good, and Vegas is just not. Yeah, I don't think this will be close. Anyway, those are my picks and my rankings. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, thanks for watching.